Okay, y'all. I just got off work. I took a little shot, but I said before I get too turned, y'all know Halloween around the corner. I want to give y'all one of my ghostly encounters because I wasn't gonna do it because I really miss, Vlogmas. So these next few days, I'm gonna try to give y'all the encounters that I've had, and like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what y'all think. So, I'm gonna give y'all a little background story first. Okay? What the fuck is this damn ashtray? Background story is that around the time, okay, not around the time, before all of this took place, let me tell you what's leading up to what happened. Excuse me, y'all. So, my dude Trey, at this time, his grandma, she had gotten sick and she was on hospice. So she ended up moving into his parents' house. And they were all taking care of her, right? So as the months go by, she's living there, taking care of her. And one night she passes away. God rest her soul. She passes away at Trey's parents' house. Remember that part. She passed away at Trey's parents' house. So, a few months go by, and Trey's parents gave us Trey's grandma's old house, right? And me, I am really big on that ghost thing. Like, if she would have died in that house, I don't think I would have been like, oh no, okay, let's go over there and live there. Fuck no. I'm hella scary. Scary as hell. Been scary. You say anything, say scary, I'll be jumping around this motherfucker scared. She's a dumbass. Please forgive me, y'all. So, they're like, nah, y'all can have the house. Cool, bet. Now, let me tell y'all a little bit more of background story, because I think this is something that y'all should know, too. Now, Trey's grandma, when we met each other, she did tell Trey that she liked me when I met her. She did say that. So that's another reason why I wouldn't think there would be any beef or no awkward situations, okay? But she did tell Trey, and Trey told me this early on, that his grandma told him to not be shacking up with no woman. If you're going to be with her, you need to marry her. Y'all don't just need to move in together and lay up and shack up because she don't believe in that. Christian woman. That's what she was. Okay. So that's something else that I want y'all to remember. So, me and Trey ended up moving into the house, right? When I say starting off, everything was cool. I wouldn't have no issues with anything. Like, the house, it was big, nice house. I would leave work, come home, hang out, chill. Right? Right. And so, now, let me see what, I'm going to try to remember, what did I first started noticing? Okay, I don't know if nobody else ever feels like this, but like, I would feel like somebody is in the room with me and just sitting there chilling, or I would feel like somebody is watching me. And it would be like a weird feeling, you get what I'm saying? Like a weird, awkward, ominous feeling. Like if I'm sitting on one side of the living room and I had two computer screens, they were like this, but they were up in the air and they were big, so I really couldn't see behind them. But I would have a feeling and an urge to want to look down and see if you see anything. Like I would just have a chip on my shoulder or an urge, like, bro, look behind your fucking computers, bro. I don't know why, but it would happen. And it would happen a lot. Like, when I say every time I'm at the house by myself, it would happen. And y'all, I'm even like, do y'all have the feeling of like chill bumps, or when you saying something that's hella scary and like your head starts to feel funny? Like, it's like funny feeling. Okay. So, the other thing would be, I had a big ass living room, but I had a door that led to my hallway. If I was in the living room, I had the urge to want to close the door to the hallway. Like, I didn't want to have the feeling of somebody standing in the doorway watching me or anything like that. So I would close the door. And I ain't gonna fake. Maybe it had something to do with the lights, because a few lights had went off in the living room. But the more and more and the longer I stayed there, the more like I felt like it was like a cloud over me there. Like, I don't know the feeling like, and this may have a lot to do with like during the time I may have been depressed and going through other stuff at the time. But I felt like I had a bigger, darker cloud like over me. Like, I was sad a lot. I was drinking a lot more during that time. Shit just wasn't really too right at the house, bro. And I would, if I'm in my room, the door to my room is closed. The door to the hallway is closed. I make sure that the front door is locked. But I will always feel like I'm not alone in this damn house, y'all. But this is like not at first. Let me not lie. At first, me and Trey would be there together most of the time. So I wouldn't be alone. But when I started being alone, I would just get this unsettling feeling. Okay? So I put that out there. So now let me tell y'all the first thing that happened. So, oh yeah, I'm in the kitchen, y'all. So please excuse the background. When we finish up the the vanity room, the woman cave upstairs, I think I'm gonna start doing all videos up there because it's cute. Back to the story. Sorry, y'all. My damn braces got caught on my damn skin in the back of my mouth. That shit hurting. Now, so one night, now me and Trey, when we hang out, like after we get off work and chill, we're finna watch some movies. We're finna smoke. We're finna just hang out, talk. Like, we have the deepest conversation. So I think this night we may have smoked hella weed, talked about a lot of shit, and we ended up going to sleep. And I think we had went to sleep around 12 or 1, okay? And I told you it's a lot of rooms there. So we went to sleep in the middle bedroom. And let me tell y'all this. So we start off here too. So this is going to be some backstory too. So y'all don't give me the same weak ass excuses that Trey tried to give me. Because that shit don't work like that. It does not. One thing about the middle bedroom, when we first moved, before we moved into the house, Trey's dad had switched out it was an older fan that was in the middle room. Trey dad switched it out for a brand new fan, fresh out the box, and it had the pulleys on there. So you pull one side for the fan, pull the other side for the light. If not, you got to hit the light switch. Brand new fan. Keep that in mind too. So, now, it is us sleeping in the middle bedroom that has the brand new fan and light in there. And it was fresh out the box, brand new. Just installed before we moved in. We went to sleep around 12 or 1 o'clock. Now, it's probably 2 going on 3 o'clock in the morning at this time. Trey usually sleeps. I slept on the right side of the bed. Trey slept on the left side of the bed. When Trey is sleeping with me, he don't like the light on, so he turns off the light. But me, bro, I don't know if I'm scared of the dark, I'm a big ass kid or what, but if I'm sleeping and I'm home by myself, I will not fucking turn my damn light off, bitch. I either have to have the TV on, or I got my light on, or I have like my back TV light on. I just don't like being in the dark. The only time I'll end up sleeping in the dark if I get hella fucking drunk and I just come home, bitch, I'm finna turn the lights off and pass out, bitch. I'm finna be dead to the world. Anything can come. Casper and his dad didn't come whoop off of my ass and I wouldn't even known it. She wouldn't even known it. Dumbass. Okay. Back to what I was saying. Fuck all that. Okay. So, like I was saying, so when Trey isn't home with me, he turns the light off. And I'm okay with him turning the light off when he's there, because, nigga, you at the house with me. Ain't nothing finna happen while you here. So I'm not worried about nothing, right? So, back to what I was just saying. It's 2 going on 3 o'clock in the morning. And what happened? And remember this. The light comes on. Now, let me say this. The light switch had not flipped itself up. We did not hear a pulling of a string or any of that. And let me tell you something else. Soon as the light switch came on, me and Trey both woke up at the exact same time. And our eyes were big as shit, and we were looking at each other like, what the fuck? And in the room, it was like have you ever felt like all the noise from a place just stops? And it feels like time stops as well? So me and Trey, I swear to God, y'all, we had to have sat there under the covers, but we were under the covers, but our eyes were wide open, and we were looking over each other for a good minute. And then Trey broke the silence and was like, that may be, a faulty light switch. This nigga must think I'm a motherfucking dumbass or something. That ain't no... Okay. Calm down. Get yourself together, girl. Get yourself together. Okay. First off, the feeling in the room was like... It's like somebody had walked in there and turned the light on, bro. That's what the feeling was. So, it was just on some weird shit. So, okay, Trey say maybe it's just a light switch problem. Woo-de-woo. He blows it off. We go back to sleep. I blew it off because, okay, nigga, you ain't here too, so I'm not in this motherfucker tripping by myself. Think about if I was in that motherfucker by myself and that shit happened. Bitch, I'm finna sleep in the car, ho. Because Trey ass don't wake up, bitch. It's been a night that I had to go. I went over Trey house and, bitch, it was a blank trip because nobody came out. He didn't answer no phones. It was none of that. And I had to bring my ass back home and sleep in my car. So, now, let's go to the next encounter. Like I told you, me and Trey, we get off. We smoke some weed. We, watching movies and shit. This night, for some reason, we ended up going to sleep a little bit early. Usually, I go to sleep around 3 or 4. So, I am a really late night person. So, now, this time, we end up going to sleep around 12 again. Sounds like somebody just pulled up. We went to sleep around 12 again. Same time, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We were woken up at the exact same time. We both woke up at the same time and opened our eyes big as shit to the light coming on. Now this is when Trey is like, okay, I think something is weird. He ended up telling his mom and them, and they're like, yeah, well, your grandma didn't want you shacking up and this and that. And that made a lot of fucking sense to me. And his sister was like, that's probably Granny just walking through the house, turning her lights on. No, ma'am. No. So every time Trey would leave the house to go to anywhere, bitch, you not finna leave me here by myself? I'm riding with you. With you. I'm going with you. Not by myself. With you. Fuck around with you. You're not finna leave me in here. Let them whoop off in my ass. No. Hell no. Okay. So, that happens. We tell his mom and them what happened. Everybody, put their little 2 cents in on it. And they brush it off okay, well, it happened. And, if it ain't happening to people, shit, they don't give a fuck. If it ain't them, they don't care. So, that happens. Now, I would tell y'all, like I said, I still had those feelings every time I was there by myself, that I just wasn't there by myself, and that It was like a cloud, like, kind of over me during this time in this house. So, we're going to fast forward some months, y'all. Some months. Maybe even a year or two. So, now, I don't know if this may have triggered what's going to happen, but I don't know. I don't know if it had to do with the house or it had to do with what I did before that. So, my weekend trip after I graduated college, I went to Galveston, got a nice-ass beach house. We ended up going on a haunted tour downtown in Galveston with this guy. The tour was amazing. He was cool. Woo-de-woo, we had a great weekend. So I come back home. The next week, I was left home one day by myself after work. Trey wasn't there. I wasn't home by myself. I was drunk. So this is how I know I didn't do it to myself. And nigga, who the fuck can do something like that to themselves when they're sleeping anyway? So, y'all, I'm sleeping in the bed in the back room at this time. Sleeping in the bed. So, I am woken up. And this is something else. I have a fan back there, but my fan was not on. So, there was no air that was lifting it up. And because I tried to think of everything that could have happened. Maybe the air sucked it up and you sucked it in your face. Maybe maybe you were drunk and you did it to yourself. Bitch, you ain't never been that drunk. And y'all, I can say one thing. I have been drunk as shit. Like drunk. Like really drunk. I ain't never did no shit like that. And I don't think nobody ever did no shit like that to themselves while they were drunk. So, I'm woken up out of my sleep. Because the lights were on already in there. So I guess they couldn't do that. Because, bitch, I already slept with the lights on. Because I told y'all when Trey not there, a bitch is wide awake with the lights on. Y'all, I'm feeling weird in this motherfucker even telling the story. But my new house, y'all, is hella great vibes here. I can sleep here by myself. Be here all day by myself. Don't feel no type of way. And I felt way more happy now that I have moved to my new house, y'all. Like, bro, like, I have a whole totally different energy. Everything is different since I moved to this house. Now, back to what I was going to say. I'm woken up out of my sleep by a plastic bag over my face, and it felt like it's being pulled down on both sides. So I'm woken up, and I'm in a full-blown panic, like I'm trying to pull at this shit. As soon as I pull at it, keep pulling at it a few times, it finally came up. And it didn't come up and go, like, off. It literally came up and flew up in the air and, like, then fell to the ground. So, bro, I sit up in the bed and sit back, like, against the corner of the bed, like, scared as shit, like, in the fetal position, scared, y'all, like, scared as fuck. I call Trey. I call my mama. I'm like, Trey, bro, you're going to have to come home now, nigga. Like, come right now. I don't give a fuck. Something just tried to kill me in this motherfucker. Me, the kid. How the fuck you gonna take the kid out, bro? Out of everybody you gonna take out, you gonna take the kid? Fuck. Bro. So, now, let's fast forward a little bit more. Because these are gonna be the next few things, because so y'all know it's not just me. So I had my family come out there. It was my mom, my sister, my older sister, my little sister, my little brother. My older sister, let me see if she told me a few things. She just said that she could feel that my house was not right, bro. She could like feel it. And she didn't really like being there. And she know what I be talking about. Like, when I mean it just don't feel right in here. So, bro, my motherfucking sister started going around sage and shit. She done bought like 30 Bibles. She and this motherfucker just doing her motherfucking, her ghost getaway thing. She trying to get the motherfucking ghost away. Bro. After this, y'all, I ended up moving. I got my new house now. And I can truly say I haven't had no issues here. I feel a lot more like at home when I'm actually here. I feel really good about myself here. I feel like I can be alone here and not have any issues or nothing happen. Like, that's something that you should always be able to feel in your own house. For real. Yeah, I got a few more scary stories. I may film another one after this. And yeah. Let me go and try to upload this one. And I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe, baby. Cause your bitch, she trying to get up there, you feel me? I just need a little help from y'all. If y'all do y'all part and I do my part, we'll be good. We will be good, baby. We'll be good. So yeah. Blunts up, bitches down.